Millions of people in Japan do cosplay. Almost every day, somewhere in Japan, a cosplay event takes place. Sometimes just a handful of people, often hundreds, and sometimes these events are huge. One famous event is Comic Market, and it takes place twice a year at Tokyo's largest convention center called Tokyo Big Sight, and it attracts over 500,000 people, many of them cosplayers. But you can live your whole life in Japan and never meet a single cosplayer. Many of these events actually stipulate that the cosplayers do not come to these events in their outfits. They have to change at special changing rooms at the event. Even when the event takes place on the street, even then they have these special changing rooms. I talked to one cosplayer, and her family won't talk to her anymore because she does cosplay. But I've talked to a lot more people who have no problems whatsoever. Their family, their colleagues, their friends know it, totally accept it. So it's becoming less and less taboo and more accepted in Japanese society. So what is cosplay? At its simplest, it's dressing up as your favorite character in an anime, in a movie, in a manga, in a video game. But we've all done something similar like that, like at Halloween or a party or a special event. And cosplay is a lot more than that. Actually, a whole ecosystem has been created around cosplay. For example, there are special internet sites where you can upload photographs, cosplay photographs. There are companies that make cosplay costumes, accessories, and weapons. There are publishers that create books that show how you make cosplay costumes or how you make a better cosplay photograph. There are special fan clubs. There are even cosplayers who make a living with cosplay. At its base, cosplay is pretending, and we're all familiar with that. Remember when you were still a child and your mom, your dad, your teacher would read a story or tell you a story, like an adventure story, a fairy tale, and that story would come inside you. And you would go into the story and you could fly with Peter Pan, you could do battle with knights, you could become a beautiful princess. A broomstick became a sword, and your mom's old dress became a beautiful gown. But when we become adults, suddenly that's not done anymore. No make-believe for adults, except for actors and politicians. Cosplayers ask, why not? Why can adults not do make-believe? Imagination, it's such a beautiful thing. It enriches your life. And cosplayers have found a way to use that imagination again. They take something from a world that is flat and they make it come alive in 3 dimensions. And they do this as adults. They make their own costumes, they make their own accessories, they make their own weapons. And then they photograph it. And when they do this, they make a little piece of art, people's art. And with this art, they open a window onto their world of imagination. I hope that with my photographs, you can also enjoy this special world of imagination.